Now, the National Assembly Joint Committee on Petroleum Downstream has begun an investigative hearing into the recent fuel scarcity that hit the country during the Yuletide. The hearing is to determine the remote causes of the scarcity during the season, causing long fuel queues at filling stations across the country and transport fares escalating to more than 100% of the normal fares for interstate journeys. Correspondent Jamila Fegwa brings us excerpts of the hearing in this report.
The joy of the Yuletide for many is to travel to their various hometowns to celebrate with family, loved ones and friends. But this was not to be for many as fuel scarcity hit the nation, returning queues to filling stations and transport fares skyrocketing to more than 100%. The Senate immediately recalled its Committee on Petroleum Downstream from the break and after an oversight of the situation has carried out an investigative hearing. Firing the first salvo in response to the committee's question is the Minister for State for Petroleum Sources, who says that the price differential in the dollar caused the importation partnership between the NNPC and IPMAN to collapse, leaving the NNPC alone to bring in products.
Ultimately, what this country needs is to have its refineries work. I have said that in very many fora. I have said it's shameful that the country, after 30, 40 years of activity in downstream, still cannot produce sufficient fuel for its people with all the crude that we have. I've said that selling crude in its fairly raw model is akin to selling agricultural products in their raw models, and nobody does that in the world anymore.
The Group Managing Director of the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation highlights some of the differences and difficulties encountered in getting products to all parts of the country, and assured Nigerians that government has no plans to increase the pump price of fuel. He also pointed out some results taken to make product supply consistent.
The oil marketing companies had already withdrawn since October from the supply, and NNPC had taken the full burden 100% to supply the country with the products. Our surrounding countries are selling petrol at not less than 300 naira a litre. Some, for example, in Cameroon, are selling about 407 and above a litre. So that price differential between 145 and 300 and above was a huge incentive for smugglers. And of course, in the process, that is sufficient for everybody to participate.
The Department of Petroleum Resources agreed that nearly all the petrol stations owned by independent marketers across the country defaulted in supply, as many of them either hoarded, diverted or sold above the regulation price.
So many diverters have been penalized. Today, as I was coming here, I saw many coming with letters of appeal. There is one marketer that was charged in Abuja here to pay 27 million. And he has come with a letter of appeal. I will say, no way. So if you divert, diversion to us will cost you 275 naira per litre. And you have to pay government that.
The landing costs, put at 171 naira, has become an issue, and the committee insists on knowing how that will affect the 145 naira pump price.
As long as prices are hovering around 350 on the average in the borders, and we are hovering around 145, there's a huge incentive to export products illegally.
Recommendations, including appealing to government to regulate some areas of the sales and supply template, were put forward, as this is a major hindrance to the smooth flow of product supply in the country. The committee is expected to go over these recommendations and submit a concurrent report to both chambers of the National Assembly for necessary legislative action. Jamila Fegwa, Core TV News, Abuja.